Idaho has seen its fair share of natural disasters, fires, floods, even a pretty strong earthquake. In KTVB's 70-year existence, we've been on the forefront of covering a number of those disasters. One of the biggest happened in June of 1976.
It was one of the biggest disasters in the history of Idaho.
12 miles northeast of Rexburg in eastern Idaho, the Teton Dam, completed in the fall of 1975, sat 305 feet high for only about 6 months. The reservoir above was created to provide flood control, hydropower, and supplemental irrigation water for more than 111,000 acres of farmland in the upper Snake River Valley. But on June 5, 1976,
it was a Saturday morning.
Calamity struck. KTVB General Manager Bob Kruger remembers that day and the call from Governor Cecil Andrus vividly.
I'm in the office and Sal's over in the newsroom, and my private line rang, and I picked it up, and it was a guy by the name of Governor Cecil D. Andrus, and he said, "Kruger, cease. The Teton Dam just collapsed."
Bulldozer operators were working to plug what they considered minor holes where water was beginning to seep through. But by 11:52 a.m., those holes weren't minor anymore. Water began rushing through the dam to the tune of about 1 million cubic feet per second. In some places, water reached 30 feet high.
And I'm going over there, and if you can get Selesky to be out at the airport, he can go with us. Tell him to bring a camera, and he can go with us on the plane.
Sal Selesky was the KTVB news director at that time and one of the best photographers in the state of Idaho.
I went right over to Sal. Well, he grabs his stuff and he's out at the airport.
300 square miles were flooded. Within 2 hours, Sugar City was under 15 feet of water. By 8 p.m., the reservoir had completely emptied. 80 billion gallons of water. 11 people were killed, homes and cars were carried away by the floodwaters, and 2/3 of the 9,000 Rexburg residents were left homeless. It caused more than $400 million in property damage.
And we came back, and he had some great footage, obviously, taken from the airplane and the water all over out there at the dam that had broken. And what we did, we shared a lot of that film with our competitor. And because we were the only ones on board.
Right.
I'm not even sure there was anybody on board from the newspaper. But Sal was there.
Selesky eventually turned all of that footage into a 30-minute special the very next day. Investigators later determined the collapse was due to a series of flaws in the design and construction of the dam. In the 47 years since the collapse, there has been no attempt to rebuild the Teton Dam. The water actually took 3 days to reach American Falls, 70 miles away. That's where it finally stopped, thanks to the dam there. After the collapse, the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation instituted the Dam Safety Program. It is now used as a worldwide standard for every dam built.